day, math enthusiast. This is Mrs. Imelda Arquia, your math facilitator for today. This video's topic is all about metric conversion for length, mass, and capacity. Today's objectives. After watching this video, you are expected to identify the different conversion factors for metric system and convert from one unit of measurement to another. What is measurement? It is the process of associating numbers with physical quantities and phenomena. Here is an example of a measurement. As you can see, it has two parts, the number part and the unit part. They are inseparable because if you separate them with each other, they won't make sense. Example, 5 can stand alone. Ano yung 5, diba? And also, yung unit part can stand alone din. Ano yung tinutukoy ng meter? So, kapag sinabing measurement, laging dalawang parts sila, number part and unit part. Pag-usapan natin ang length. Length is a measure of distance. And sa metric system, meter, abbreviated as a small letter m, is the base unit for length. Here are some examples of the tools that we use in getting the length of an object. Suriin natin sila isa-isa. Nakita nyo ba kung paano sila ginamit? Ayan, tara, aralin natin kung ano yung iba't ibang unit of measurement for length ng metric system. Metric system. Metric system uses different prefixes na may number equivalent, na kung saan ang number equivalent nila ay based on the powers of 10. First, kilo. Kilo means 1,000. Next is hecto, which means 100. Deka, which means 10. Sa smaller units naman, we have deci, which means 1/10 or 0.1. Centi, which means 1/100 or 0.01. Last is milli, which is 1/1000 or 0.001. Ngayon, pagsamahin natin ang prefix tsaka ang ating base unit. So, pag pinagsama natin si kilo plus meter, makakabuo tayo ng isang unit, which is kilometer. At abbreviated siya, small letter km. Hecto plus meter is equal to hectometer. Abbreviated naman siya as hm. Deca plus meter equals decameter, abbreviated as DAM. Deci plus the base unit meter, makakabuo tayo ng decimeter, DM in short. Centi plus meter, centimeter naman yung nabuo natin. CM naman ang abbreviation niya. Milli plus the base unit, which is meter, is equal to millimeter at ang abbreviation niya is dalawang small letter m. Ngayon, saan naman nakuha yung 1,000 tsaka yung meter? Tandaan natin ang ibig sabihin ng kilo is 1,000 at dahil meter yung ating base unit, nilagay lang natin siya o inappend natin dyan. So, ang ibig sabihin ng 1 kilometer, ang katumbas nun ay 1,000 meters. Hecto means 100. Kaya naging 100 and then yung meter, inad lang natin which is the base unit. Kaya 1 hectometer is equivalent to 100 meters. Ganon din sa 1 decameter, equal din siya sa 10 meters. And then, 1 decimeter is equivalent to, kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng deci, yun yung magiging number equivalent natin. So, that would be 1/10 of a meter. Kaya 1 decimeter is 1 over 10 of a meter. Ang 1 centimeter naman is 1 over 100 of a meter. And lastly, yung millimeter naman is 1 over 1,000 of a meter. Let us examine the units of measurement for length ng metric system. So, gamit yung table kanina, try nga natin mag-convert. Halimbawa, 5 kilometers. Try natin siyang i-convert into hectometer. So, ang difference na sa isa't isa ay isang unit away. Tingnan natin kung anong magiging epekto kapag nilipat natin yung 5 kilometers sa hectometer. Naging 50, no? Napansin natin, yung 5, nung nilipat natin sa smaller unit, naging 50. So, parang minultiply natin si 5 by 10. Now, ilipat natin si kilometer papunta sa decameter. Napansin natin na yung 5, naging 500. Ilang units away ba si decameter kay kilometer? Kung susuriin natin, they are 2 units apart. At nakita natin yung 5 naging 500. Paano kaya nakuha yon? Nag-multiply tayo by 100. Kanina, nung 1 unit away lang, nag-multiply tayo by 10. Nung 2 units away na, nag-multiply na tayo by 100. Siguro, kapag 3 units apart na sila, most probably, mag-multiply na tayo sa 1,000. Tama kaya? Ayun, nung nilipat natin si kilometer, papunta kay meter, ang sagot ay naging 5,000. Kung susuriin nyo, they are 3 units away from each other. Napansin natin na dahil 3 units away na sila sa isa't isa, mas tumaas na yung ating multiplying factor. At kung susuriin yung maigi, na bawat unit away, ang difference nila is 10. So kapag 1 unit times 10, 2 units naging times 100, 3 units naging times 1,000. Ngayon naman, subukan natin mag-convert from smaller unit papunta sa larger unit. Napansin natin, ang given natin ngayon ay 5,000 meters. Si 5,000 meters, ilipat natin sa decameter. Ano kaya mangyayari? Ayan, mag-move tayo ng isang unit going to the left. At napansin natin yung 5,000 naging 500 na lang. Anong process ang ginawa natin para makuha natin ang 500? Paano naging 500 yung 5,000? Dinivide natin by 10. Next, try natin ilipat ang 500 decameters papunta naman sa hectometer. Naging 50. So, yung 500, paano naging 50? Nag-divide tayo ulit sa 10. And last, si hectometer papunta sa kilometer dahil 1 unit away. Ayun, from 50 naging 5. Nag-divide na naman tayo by 10. Kung napansin nyo, yung smaller unit papunta sa bigger unit, nagde-divide lang tayo by 10. No, depende ang gagamitin nating divisor, depende sa layo nila sa isa't isa. Kapag 1 unit away lang, divided by 10. Kapag 2 units away, that would be divided by 100. Bakit naging 100? Kasi kada unit 10, so pangalawang unit 10 times 10, that would be 100. At kapag 3 units away na, that would be 1,000. No, nakita nyo pala, sa metric system pala, may dalawang direction lang tayo. Going to the left and going to the right. Kapag going to the right, multiplication, larger unit, papunta sa smaller unit, multiplication by the powers of 10. Kapag ka naman going to the left, division naman. Kasi, smaller unit, papunta sa larger unit requires division. Gamit pa rin ang metric table. Mag-convert pa tayo. Subukan natin i-convert si 35 meters papunta kay centimeters. So, gamitin natin, ilagay natin siya sa table. 35 meters. Ito yon. Iko-convert natin siya papunta sa centimeter. So, ilang units away kaya sila sa isa't isa? So, magbilang tayo. Deci and centi. Bakit yung 35 naging 3,500? Kasi ilang units away sila sa isa't isa. From meter papunta sa centi, there are 2 units away. They are 2 units away. Kaya tayo ay magmumultiply by 100. So 35 times 100 is 3,500. At para madali natin ma-set up ang ating metric converter, tandaan nyo ang mnemonics na to. King, Henry, don't, usually, drink, chocolate, milk. And then K stands for kilo, H stands for hecto, D stands for deca, U stands for the unit, D stands for deci, C stands for centi, and M stands for milli. Ayan, nabuunan natin ng tama ang ating metric converter for length. At tatandaan natin na kapag ang direction natin is going to the right, ang ating process ay multiplication. Tama. Kapag ang direction nyo naman ay going to the left, ang ating process naman ay division. Let us convert. Example number 1. Convert 185 meters to centimeters. Tatandaan natin na iset up muna natin ang ating metric converter. Paano? Tandaan niyo yung ating mnemonics na King, Henry, don't, usually for the unit, drink, chocolate, milk. Ayan, maayos na siya. So, pwede na tayong mag-convert. Pero alalahanin natin na tayo ay merong dalawang direction. At ano yun? Pag going to the right, ang process natin ay multiplication. Pag going to the left naman ang direction natin, ang process naman natin ay division. Tama. Ngayon, pag magko-convert tayo, tingnan natin muna yung difference na sa isa't isa. So, from meter to centimeter, 2 units away siya. At diba, kapag nagmumultiply tayo by powers of 10, pwede nating i-move yung decimal place niya. So, tatandaan natin, pag move tayo ng decimal place, kung ano, yung distance nila sa isa't isa, yun yung magiging dami ng movement na gagawin natin. At tulad nito, ang distance ni meter papunta kay centimeter ay 2 units away. So, that would be equivalent to 2 decimal places. At kung ano yung direction natin, ganun din yung magiging direction ng movement ng decimal point natin. So, ang direction natin is going to the right. Ngayon, magsagot tayo. Sulat natin. 185. Since whole number yan, automatically, ang decimal natin is nasa rightmost. I-move lang natin ng dalawa. We have 1 and then 2. Mapupunta siya dito. So, i-erase na natin siya dito sa una. Kasi nag-move tayo ng dalawa. And since wala namang digit dyan, lalagyan natin yan ng placeholder. Ang placeholder na gagamitin nyo lagi ay 0. So, ang sagot natin kapag kinonvert natin si 185 meters to centimeter, the answer is 18,500 centimeters. Yan, mag-convert pa tayo. Example number 2, convert 29.5 meters to hectometer. Gamit pa din ang ating metric converter, tingnan natin kung gaano kalayo yung distansya ni meter kay hectometer. 2 units away pa rin, pero napansin nyo ba iba na ang direction natin? Yes, so katumbas na yan ng 2 decimal places, but ang direction natin ay naging to the left. Tama. So, ang gagawin natin, i-move natin ng 2 decimal places, yung ating decimal point, papunta sa left side. So, sulat natin yung given, 29.5. Pag nag-move tayo ng dalawang decimal places, mapupunta dito ang ating decimal point before the number 2. So, when we convert 29.5 meters is equal to 0.295 hectometers. Example number 3, convert 4.5 kilometers to meter. So, gamit pa rin yung ating metric converter. Tingnan natin kung gaano sila kalayo sa isa't isa. From kilometer papunta sa meter, 3 units away sila, but going to the right. So, ganun ang gagawin natin sa ating decimal point. We're going to move it 3 decimal places. Going to the, we're going to move it going to the right. So, sulat natin. 4.5. Mag-move tayo ng 3 units to the right. 1, 2, 3. And then, nalipat na dito. So, mawawala na siya doon. Lagay tayo ng placeholder. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, yung 4.5 kilometers ay katumbas ng 4,500 meters. For our next example, convert 20.7 centimeters to decameter. So, tingnan natin kung anong distance nila sa isa't isa. Centimeter, papunta sa decameter, 3 units away. Pero ang direction natin, again, ay going to the left. So, that would be 3 decimal places going to the left naman ang ating magiging direction. So, sulat natin yung given 20.7. So, mag-move tayo to the left. We have 1, 2, 3. 3 units. Mapupunta siya dito. Ayun, nagkaroon na naman tayo ng space. So, ang gagawin natin din sa vacant na yun, lalagyan natin ng placeholder which is 0. So, when you convert 20.7 centimeters to decameter, the answer is 0.0 207 decameter. Yan, simple lang siya. Let's talk about mass and weight. What do we mean when we say mass? Mass is the measurement of the amount of matter an object contains, while weight is the measurement of the pull of gravity on an object. And gram, abbreviated as small letter g, is the base unit for mass in the metric system. Mass and weight are not the same thing. But here on Earth, mass is proportional to weight. That's why we assume that mass and weight are the same. Look at these examples. These are the different tools that we use in getting the mass of an object. The units of measurement for mass uses the same prefixes that we use for the units of measurement for length. They are the kilo, hecto, deca, deci, centi, and milli. If you will notice, they are almost alike. But the only difference was the base unit. The base unit for mass is gram. So, nakita natin na halos magkapares sila. So, ang pagkakaiba lang, pinalitan natin yung base unit. From length, meter ang base unit, at from mass, gram naman ang basic unit. So, 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams, and 1 hectogram is 100 grams, 1 decagram is 10 grams, and then 1 decigram is 1/10 of a gram, and 1 centigram is 1 over 100 of a gram, and 1 milligram is 1 thousandths of a gram. So, kung paano tayo nag-convert ng units of measurement for length, ganun din tayo mag-convert ng units of measurement for mass. Example number 1. Convert 2.54 grams to milligram. Paano natin gagawin yon? Siyempre, gamit ulit tayo ng ating metric converter. Yun nga lang, papalitan natin yung units natin. So, King Henry don't usually drink chocolate milk. Since gram ang ating base unit, so napansin nyo, ang nilagay natin sa ating mga prefixes is yung gram din. So, ngayon, para masagutan natin siya, tingnan natin kung gaano kalayo si gram kay milligram. So, 3 units away sila sa isa't isa. So, that would be 3 decimal places. At ang direction natin ay going to the right. Tama. So, gagawin natin, i-move lang natin ang ating decimal point 3 decimal places to the right. 1, 2, 3. Ayun, nagkaroon ulit ng isang space. Lagay tayo ng placeholder which is 0. So, when we convert 2.54 grams, that would be equivalent to 2,540 milligram. Example number 2. Convert 12.5 grams to kilograms. So, tingnan natin yung difference sa isa't isa. They are 3 units away then, but the direction is opposite dun sa nauna nating problem. So, we have 3 decimal places, but ang ating direction ay to the left na this time. So, write natin yung ating given which is 12.5 at mag-move tayo ng tatlo. 1, 2, 3. So, napunta dito yung ating decimal point. So, maglalagay tayo ulit ng placeholder which is 0. So, when you convert 12.5 grams papunta sa kilogram, that is equivalent to 0.0125 kilogram. Next problem. Convert 1.2 kilograms to centigrams. So, tingnan natin kung gaano sila kalayo sa isa't isa. From kilogram to centigram, we have 5 units away sila. So, that would be equivalent to 5 decimal places at ang ating direction is going to the right. So, i-write natin yung ating given. So, that mag-move ng 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, mag-add tayo ng 4 na 0 kasi nagkaroon siya ng 4 na spaces. So, when you convert 1.2 kilogram papunta sa centigram, that is equivalent to 120,000 centigrams. Next example, convert 0.05 grams to centigram. So, they are 2 units away at ang direction pa rin natin is going to the right. So, that would be equivalent to 2 decimal places going to the right. So, 0.05, mag-move tayo ng 2. So, ang sagot natin ay naging 5. So, when you convert 0.05 grams papunta sa centigram, that is equivalent to 5 centigrams. Now, let's talk about capacity. When you say capacity, it is the amount of matter which a container can hold. And liter, abbreviated as capital L, is the base unit for capacity in the metric system. Let us examine these illustrative examples. Na mapapansin natin na ang capacity ay tumutukoy sa amount ng matter na kayang i-hold ng isang container. These are the units of measurement for capacity. Mapapansin natin that they use the same prefixes kagaya sa length and sa mass. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila, again and again, is yung base unit. So, sa capacity, ang base unit natin is liter abbreviated as capital L. So, ganun pa rin. Pag pinagsama natin yung prefix saka yung base unit, makakabuo tayo ng another name for the unit of measurement para sa capacity. So, kilo plus liter is kiloliter, abbreviated as KL. Always remember na capital L dapat yan. So, 1 kiloliter is equivalent to 1,000 liters and 1 hectoliter is equivalent to 100 liters, so on and so forth. So, mag-convert na tayo. Let us convert 1.2 liter to milliliter. So, ang ating metric converter ay papadalan natin ng base unit which is liter. So, naging kiloliter, hectoliter, decaliter, liter, deciliter, centiliter, and milliliter. I-convert natin si 1.2 liter to milliliter. Aalamin natin yung distance nila sa isa't isa kagaya ng pag-convert natin sa mass at sa length. So, they are 3 units away. So, that would be equivalent to 3 decimal places. Going to the right. So, 1.2, i-move nyo lang ng tatlo. We have 1, 2, 3. Mag-add tayo ng dalawang 0. So, 1.2 liters is equivalent to 1,200 milliliters. Our next example is to convert 700 ml to liter. So, tingnan natin kung ano yung difference nila sa isa't isa, ilang units away. They are 3 units away from each other. So, katumbas yun ng 3 decimal places. Pero take note of the direction. Ang direction natin is going towards the left. So, 700, lilipat natin sa kabila. 1, 2, 3. Napunta dito yung decimal point natin. So, when we convert 700 milliliter, papunta sa liter, that is equivalent to 0.7 liter. Convert 250 centiliter to hectoliter. So, yung difference nila sa isa't isa ay 4 decimal places ang katumbas. So, that would be 4 decimal places going to the left. So, convert na natin. So, 1, 2, 3, kulang ng isa. Kaya magdadagdag tayo ng isang 0. So, yung 250 centiliter ay katumbas ng 0.025 hectoliter. Last example, convert 0.03 kiloliter to milliliter. Tignan natin yung distance sa isa't isa. That would be 6 units away. So, katumbas ng 6 decimal places going to the right. So, 0.03, i-move natin ng 6. We have 1, 2. So, add na lang tayo ng 4 na zeros. So, when you convert 0.03 kiloliter papunta sa milliliter, that is equivalent to 30,000 milliliters. Michelle and Emma decided to join a fun run. After 30 minutes from the designated starting point, Michelle was able to run 3.5 kilometers while Emma was 35 meters ahead of Michelle. So, how far in meters did Emma run after 30 minutes? So, i-convert natin yung distance na na-travel ni Michelle. I-convert natin yon sa meters. So, that would be 3.5 kilometers papunta sa meter. So, that would be multiplying 3.5 kilometers by 1,000 meters. For every 1 kilometer, there is exactly 1,000 meters. So, 3.5 times 1,000 is 3,500 meters. Yun yung distance na na-travel ni Michelle in meters. Tapos, para makuha natin yung distance na na-travel ni Emma, i-add lang natin yung distance na na-travel ni Michelle sa 35 meters distance na ahead siya kay Michelle. So, that would be 3,500 meters. I-add natin yung 35 meters na lamang niya. So, ang distance na na-travel ni Emma after 30 minutes ay 3,535 meters. Down to our last example. Kendra wants to send a box of apple to a friend by mail. The box of apples cannot exceed a mass of 5 kilograms. So, if each apple has a mass of 125 grams, what is the maximum number of apples she can send? So, ang gagawin natin, pagparehasin natin yung kanilang unit of measurement. So, yung kilogram, hanggang 5 kilos lang daw pwede. So, yung 5 kilogram, ilipat natin sa gram. So, that would be 5 kilogram. I-times natin sa 1,000 gram. Because for every kilogram, there is exactly 1,000 grams. So, 5 times 1,000, that would be 5,000 grams. Dahil alam na natin yung bigat na hanggang dun lang yung maximum na pwedeng ipadala, mag-divide na tayo. So, si 5,000 grams, i-divide natin sa 125 grams. Sabi kasi, each apple has a mass of 125 grams. So, mawawala na yung grams na yun para malaman natin kung ilang number of apples yung kaya niyang ipadala. So, 5,000 divided by 125, that would be 40 apples. Are you in for a challenge? I'm going to leave you a math challenge. All you have to do is take a screenshot and then send your answer via email or messenger. That's all for today. See you on my next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.